Hello, everyone, and welcome back to side quest number 5. Today I'm joined by Chandler, also known as the Tripped Guy, '09. Um, introduce
Hi,
yourself. Oh, there he is.
I'm Chandler. I play video games, goodness, for years. Probably since I was probably 5, and I'm 28 now, so that's been a while. Play mostly Call of Duty and games on Xbox, but I'm starting to dabble into PC games these days.
Very nice. What's getting you into PC gaming?
TFT, basically. Teamfight Tactics. I'm a little addicted to it.
Oh, okay.
Never played League of Legends at all, but saw TFT, thought, hey, I might try it, and yeah, I'm a little addicted to that.
Interesting. So, this is our Call of Duty um, episode, if you will. Sadly, we couldn't have Mason on there, which is another one in our trio to play Call of Duty with us, but here we're going to talk about.
Well, I mean, technically he hasn't played with us in what feels like 17 years on Call of Duty, but okay.
That's fair. But yeah, Call of Duty. So we're gonna talk about Call of Duty. The other guys don't play Call of Duty too much. I know Mackie and his wife do a little bit into zombies, but nothing too in depth or hardcore. Just kind of playing
Ooh.
classic zombies. But
Oh,
yeah, they don't waste
that's
time.
your kind of zombies.
They don't waste time on Easter eggs, so they know how to
Yeah,
spend
whatever.
life enjoying the happy time. So yeah, man. So why Call of Duty? Why that game specifically? Why can't we get away from Call of Duty even after the years of them just just taking advantage of us as a player base? Why do we keep going back to Call of Duty?
Listen, you know when you're in like a horrible relationship, right? And you know it's bad for you, and you know it's not good. Like healthy, it's not good mentally, but you still go back because you just like there's something that gives you hope.
Hmm.
That's at least my, well, it's your relationship too, but it's our relationship to Call of Duty. It's like every year we just keep hoping, and every year Activision keeps killing us.
That's true. Every
I have
year.
hope for this year though.
Yeah, that's the quote that I might get put in the
That's
plaque, put above the door.
yeah.
This is the year,
It
because every Call
it's
of Duty that
always the
comes
year.
out, it's always, oh, this is the one that's gonna bring us back to the roots. This is the one that's gonna make it like Call of Duty used to be, and
Yeah.
um, we've been saying that for the past 4 years, and nothing really quite got it there.
I always there's like a life cycle of a Call of Duty fan. It's like we'll start in May. May the trailer comes out.
Mm.
Oh, that looks pretty good. Like July, early, like mid July, multiplayer review. Oh wow, that looks great. I'm excited for this feature. Then August comes around, you play the beta the last few years, and it's like, wow, this is really fun. Then October, November comes around, they release the game. Yeah, it's pretty good, but where's this feature and this feature and this feature that they said they would have? Well, maybe it's coming later. January hits, the game is dead,
Yep.
and it starts all over. And for some reason, I still grind it from January until May, and then I get excited again, and then it's a mess. It's I don't know why I keep coming back to Call of Duty, but I can't help it.
That's fair. Yeah, man. That when it first comes out, like the beta, yes, the beta like teases us. It's like, okay, this game's gonna be really good. Then the game comes out,
Actually,
and
I loved Black Ops 4 in beta, loved it, and then it became Black Ops 4.
yeah, that's true. And then I think like Black Ops 3, we didn't get leaderboards and stuff until like you said, January when the game was dead.
Yeah,
3 months later, we
yeah,
got
and
leaderboards.
Black Ops 4 never put them out. I mean, they're there, but like there's no stats really.
Oh,
Um, Zombies was supposed to have a whole like faction section that they teased at least 3 different times that I know of. Oh, it's coming next patch. It's coming next patch. It never came, and I mean, next week the new one comes out, so I don't think it's gonna show up. Something tells me that Treyarch's a little busy working on the other Call of Duty that's gonna be rushed next year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's a mess.
That is very true. So, we've played Call of Duty. I played it. I started Modern Warfare 2, late Modern Warfare 2, uh, right around right around launch, maybe a couple months after launch in Modern Warfare 3, and have been playing ever since. I think you started COD 4.
No, I played COD 4 like twice at a friend's house. Uh, Despite me being old, my mother always thought Call of Duty was not a good appropriate game. I never played GTA until I was in college age. So, I never played shooting games at all. I was more like, oh, Mario on the Super Nintendo and stuff like that. But then Modern Warfare 2 was really the first one that I played heavy.
Interesting.
And it's kind of like you. I didn't play like at launch. I played a little bit later, and then after Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, and I was hooked.
Yeah. Is there something about it? I don't know what it is. I know, like, probably deep down it's the competitiveness in me. If there's a competitive game
Yeah.
out there that is fast paced, I'm probably on it for some length of time, depending on my skill level on it. Um, but yeah, there's something about
Well,
Call of
see,
Duty.
I would say that is the same for me, except for I've never been amazing at Call of Duty until this past year, which is just the most like the dumbest thing on earth that I'm good at the one game that I don't want to play
Yeah.
and nobody wants to play with me in Black Ops 4. But I just I enjoy the competitiveness, but I just like I get lost in the game and that's just like there's stuff to unlock, there's challenges to do, all that. It relaxes me to like optimize my path to completing stuff.
Hmm,
It's fun that way for me.
that's fair. I really enjoy winning. Um,
Yeah,
Call of Duty
you
feels
really
good.
hate losing too.
I do. Call of Duty feels really good when you win. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why, but when you win a Call of Duty game,
This
it's great.
you could go like 112 to 7. 112 kills, 7 deaths, and complain about those 7 deaths more than any other person that I've ever heard complain about anything.
Yeah,
It it certainly brings out your competitive nature.
that's true. You just you feel the 7 deaths more than you feel, cause you get you get the kills, but there's really no there's not a big thing for the kills. You know, you don't get nothing changes really on your screen, but you see the person fall and you get the plus 100 score. But when you die, I think depending on the game, you'll see your body fall, and then you'll see the person that killed you, and then you can kind of see what they do for a second right after they kill you, and then you watch the kill cam. Something about
It's kind of like
hmm,
it's the chat in Rocket League is what it is. It's the same thing for you.
kind of
It
like
just like triggers you.
it does, but yeah, obviously I get mad more like if they teabag me or something. But I
Yeah.
it's something about stopping the flow. It's kind of in compared to like football. If you're going on a great drive and you make 15 completions, and then you get to the goal line and you hand the ball off to somebody and they fumble it, you feel that fumble, and you want all those completions that you got starting out don't even matter anymore. You can only think about that fumble that stopped your progress and made you start back over, and that's the big thing for me. I think that's why.
And
Yeah,
it's always the game's fault too.
it
It's never
is.
your fault.
It's never.
It's never the opponent. Like I have that same problem. It's never the opponent's better. It's never I did something wrong there. It's always why did they tune the guns this way? I
Yeah.
shot first.
Yep.
Why is it? Uh, It's a horrible relationship we have with this game,
Yeah,
but
but it's so
you
fun.
just can't give it up. Just can't give it up.
That's 100% true, and it brings people together. Not so much now that like having a mic and everything is less common, but and also like if we thought
Oh,
people were toxic,
Xbox 360 party chat.
if we thought people were toxic and back on Xbox 360, people are super toxic now. If you have a mic in game, most of the time you're probably yelling at your teammates or the enemy team for the most part. At
I've
least,
I've actually run across some like really nice people in League play. Like I don't
oh,
ever use my mic anymore, but they're generally like they've just been nice guys, and I've actually watched a couple of streams of guys that I've met in League play where they're talking and saying they're streaming and stuff. It's very different on Black Ops 4 to me. But I don't play pubs. I play competitive, which again is another problem where it doesn't launch till February
yeah,
after being told it would be early December last year.
yep. Um, yeah. Call of Duty. I mean, just Xbox in general brought a lot of friendships together. Chandler and
Yeah.
I first played video games together on Modern Warfare 3 through Mason because Chandler played.
Didn't we play two?
We played two, but we didn't. I didn't start on
Oh,
two.
not initially with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started on three. I think we went back and played some Modern Warfare 2. But Mason was like, yeah, there's this guy my brother plays with, and he's on my friends list. Let's just play with him. And I was like, all right. And it
Yeah.
was Chandler, and
The
I think like we had the same
the
sense of
funny thing
humor.
is like yeah, the funny thing is I played with Matt maybe like that's Mason's brother like 4 or 5 times max,
Mm.
and it wasn't for very long.
Dang.
So that's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's the way that happened.
And like that
But yeah,
summer,
we just go ahead.
yeah, that summer we played pretty much all summer, like exclusively. It was crazy. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Modern Warfare 3 in my it's not the best Call of Duty. It's the one that I had the most fun with, and
Mm.
it's the one that I have the most memories on. But like if you think about it, it wasn't the best. Well, although I don't know which one
It's the
would.
best.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. It's
A
just
lot of people hate that game.
that's fair. It's just so hard for me specifically, probably the same reason as you, to have a negative thought with Modern Warfare 3 based on the friendships that were made, the memories
Yeah,
that were made, the
yeah,
the things we did on the game. It was just always it was there was always a fun day on Modern Warfare 3 with some
and the game
hiccups.
modes were so good.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
game modes were so good. Like all in the
Oh.
uh, what, wow. I am all or nothing. There we go. I mixed I mixed Money in the Dank and
Mm,
All or Nothing together in my head.
dude.
Money in the Dank was fun though. You got to be a juggernaut.
Yeah.
I
Sabotage
actually
with the
got my
Juggernaut.
I got my only Call of Duty nuclear ever
Yeah,
on that game mode.
dude. Man, we
Uh,
met Daniel on Modern Warfare 3.
yeah, yeah. And I guess we still talk to him. I haven't talked to him in like a couple of months, but you talk to him regularly.
Not regularly. I'll reach out every now and then. He's really busy with school,
Yeah,
but yeah, Daniel's a
yeah,
friendship
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
probably have for a while, maybe the rest of my life. I don't know.
And,
Like we
and
can,
we've never met him in person,
yeah,
but like we know each other.
yeah,
So
and like
Call of Duty is just one of those games where you can all get mad together and commiserate, and that builds friendships.
this is true.
Or one person has a really good success and everybody's happy, and that builds friendships. And it's just one of those games that's perfect for that.
That's true. Man, I'm really hoping that this Call of Duty brings it back. Which,
Oh, it will. It'll be the best Call of Duty in history. I expect it to sell record numbers. There won't be any microtransactions at all,
mm,
and also they'll keep developing it for a 3-year cycle, so they'll just constantly add updates. I'm sure of it.
that'd be nice. That kind of gets us into
That's
our next
sarcasm.
point. I know. That gets us into our next point, though. What is something that you want to see in this Call of Duty that you would like to make a return, and what are some things you would not like to make a return in this Call of Duty from previous things, or even stuff. It can even be stuff that you want to bring in from other games that you think would be a good fit.
Okay. Well, I thought about this a little earlier when you sent the topics my direction,
Mm-hmm.
and the one thing that I know is in the game that I want to like throw something at who somebody suggests it every year, and every year that person should be fired. Bouncing Betties and Claymores. I'm no. I I cannot tell you how many Claymores I died to in the beta.
Dude,
Like I would breathe and the Claymore would be across the map. It would run at me and blow me up. I
it's
swear it would.
crazy.
They sprouted legs. I, it
Well, they
that frustrates me more than anything.
well they have that perk that allows you to have 2 lethals on spawn, and then you have a thing that
Yep.
regens lethals.
Yep. Yeah, you can have 2 lethals on spawn and regen every 30 seconds. And that's that's almost as bad as Modern Warfare, well, the original Modern COD 4, but like the remastered version of COD 4. We got to talk about the naming in a minute because this is just stupid. Uh, that with like double flashbangs was horrific because you couldn't move,
Yeah.
and I, yeah. So as far as not wanting it, but I know it's there, the bouncing betties and claymores. At least with the bouncing betty, you can like lay down theoretically. I don't know because I never ran into one of those in the beta. But the claymores, I mean, they'll seek you out through walls
Yeah.
and kill you.
That they will.
What about you? That you don't want?
Something I don't want in Call of Duty is
Yeah.
random drops, random like supply drops that are based on a role. I
Oh, I
like.
could have gone. Yeah.
I don't mind. There's not really anything in the game that bothers me too much. I mean, there is, but nothing that needs to be taken out. But having crates that give you even cosmetic items, but it's all random, is really frustrating. Because if you want something specifically, you can't get it specifically. Like you can't target that and get it. You have to hope you get it in a chest. So that's frustrating. I really like the way Fortnite does theirs, where you have the item shop, and you can purchase specific things that kind of rotate in and rotate out, which I think Call of Duty's like mentioned they'd have in there, which won't be the worst
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. That was an announcement like yesterday. That I think it was yesterday. It may have been today. No, it was yesterday. That they're having like a new system to how content is going to be released and what content's going to be released.
Hmm.
And all I'll say about that, like I'll talk about it for a minute, but I'll believe them when the new Call of Duty comes out, the next one, next year.
Okay.
Like I every time they say, "Oh no, we won't put guns in supply boxes. No, we won't. It'll just be purely cosmetic." Black Ops 4, for example.
Yeah.
Every single time they just add some kind of loot box or something like that, and they say this time, so that the system this time is going to be a battle pass system like Fortnite. Uh, I think was Fortnite the first game to do the battle pass type thing?
I don't want to say it is, but I'm
I
pretty sure it is.
I can't think of another one that did that first.
Yeah.
I mean, that just maybe I just didn't play it, but so they're doing the battle pass, not loot box system. Again, I'll believe it when they release the next Call of Duty. Uh, all functional content that has an impact on game balance, such as base weapons and attachments, can be unlocked simply by playing the game.
Hmm.
That's the one thing. Like the past few Call of Duties, Infinite Warfare did fairly decent with it. Um, Black Ops 3 did not do well with it. Black Ops 4 didn't do well. AW didn't do well. Was they would put new guns in supply drops, and then it was pure luck.
Yeah.
Black Ops 4 took that to a whole new dimension with the supply drops having individual gun camos. So, like, if you unlocked a camo, it didn't unlock for every gun to have that camo. It unlocked for one specific gun. So that just, like, put 35 items in the box. And then they did the same thing per camo. And there's probably, like, 30 camos. So 30 times 35 would be just for camos, the amount of fluff in the box that you really don't care about if you need to get a gun.
Yeah,
So I'm
adding
fully with you on that.
yeah. Even if they did a crate box, but it was only cosmetics, and then you could purchase the guns, that'd be something else. But having it
Yeah,
all
I
mixed in
actually
with
was.
so many cosmetics, that makes like the ratio
Yep.
just super small. Yeah, not a fan.
I I was talking about that today. Like, I would be better off if they said, like, I get their business and they need to make money.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that, although Activision, that's a whole nother topic, Activision Blizzard right now. But tell me that you're putting a new gun out and it's $5. I will buy it.
Mhm.
Don't put it in a box and then make me spend, oh, well, you could get it in $5 worth. Well, you're not going to.
Yeah.
And they made sure of it. Like, I'm willing to even pay more money, although not $30 for a freaking sledgehammer like Black Ops 4 had.
It's
They
ridiculous.
came out with a sledgehammer that was it was just a knife skin, really, and they charged $30 for the bundle.
That is insane,
And
man.
all you got was that, I think, like uh 5 supply crates and maybe an emblem or like a calling card. And I think that was it for $30.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm with you on the loot box system.
Oh
That
yeah,
needs to go.
it needs to go
But it
from
seems
every
like
game.
it. I 1,000% agree. Overwatch. Uh, I don't play Overwatch, but I've seen the loot system. It anything that still has loot boxes needs to just fully go away. It's gambling. Although, I mean, it's a rated M game, so people's arguments that children might play it and it's gambling always falls short to me because like that's up to their parents. But anyway, that was a whole tangent.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's how it goes. Gotta have a tangent about
Yeah.
loot boxes to get them out of there. All right.
Oh, I could go for days on that some more, but
Yeah.
we'll drop it. Real quick, though, Belgium was gonna ban Call of Duty from releasing if they had loot boxes,
Dang.
because they had a law about that, which was
Good.
interesting.
There should
Okay,
be
now I'm done.
laws. All right. So on to our last topic here.
No, 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 no. We never said what we wanted.
We never said what we wanted.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like we said what we didn't want to be in the game.
All right.
So what we want to be in the game,
Yeah.
maybe from another game or something. Uh,
Okay.
my first thought before they released the information about the battle pass was a battle pass. Um, but uh, they released more information today on like camos and stuff too. I kind of want Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 emblems and calling card type things.
Mhm.
Those two systems where it was like do a challenge, get a little squirrel icon, or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, that system was like really rewarding, and I feel like it hasn't had that kind of a good system for that uh, any like recently at all.
I can agree with that. I liked having the pages of emblems and titles.
Yep.
That you were like, oh, you don't
Yep.
have page 3 done? Ha ha ha. And stuff like that. That was really cool to like, just to be able to see on your thing. And you would have
Yep.
all these different things that you completed, all being able to be seen easily on a nice page. That was nice.
They're doing something with the player progression this year, where after you get to level 55, it like you unlock all your stuff getting to level 55. Then after that, you have 100 levels to get.
Hmm.
And if you get those levels, you earn like little uh, reward thing, and then if you earn enough of those, you get like an emblem that represents, hey, I got to level 100 during this season, and then next season it drops you back down and you have to do it again. Uh,
Interesting.
so it's a little bit rewarding like that, I guess.
Yeah. I wonder if we'd have to pay for it. Like there'd be like a like a pro tier of that, kind of like how you have like the paid battle pass and the free battle pass on
Oh,
Fortnite.
they did say there's going to be a free battle pass and a paid battle pass system.
So the thing that
So,
bothers me with the Call of Duty that way is that they don't take into stock the fact that Fortnite is free and has millions of
yep,
players because it is
yep.
free that do spend only $10 each season on Battle Pass, which there have been 11 seasons. That's $110 if somebody has bought each Battle Pass. Versus
Yep.
they release their game for $60, then they want to put in the same Battle Pass system and wonder why, hey, why am we getting a bunch of interest in this? Oh yeah, because they already paid for the game. That's the thing.
Oh, it gets even better when you take into account that PlayStation is getting an entire mode exclusive to them for an entire year, and yet we're paying the same price.
Yeah.
Like that's just beyond stupid. And for people who don't know, uh, PlayStation has the deal with Activision for exclusivity. I'm using air quotes with that. And their argument from Infinity Ward was, well, why we negotiated this deal and you should be grateful that we got this deal done so we didn't give everybody DLC a week early or a month early on PlayStation. And what they did was they took away an entire mode of Spec Ops, which is it's basically like a zombies mode for Spec Ops, although it's not zombies, but
Yeah.
it's wave clearing. Um, and they've locked it on Xbox and PC, and it won't come out until October next year when the new Call of Duty's coming out. So who cares?
Mhm.
Uh,
Exactly.
but they're letting PlayStation have it, and it costs $60 for the game for PlayStation and $60 for the game for PC and Xbox, even though we have less content.
That is insane.
It's it's just stupid.
For sure.
But I mean, I guess they do pay money for an exclusive thing, but I feel like a year is excessive.
It is. Hmm. So something that I would want it to be in the game that I don't know if it's gonna be in the game or not, but the custom reticles on the
Yeah.
on the sites, which is kind of small. There isn't really anything I super like need to have, but I really enjoyed having a blue dot sight in Black Ops 2.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easier to see
Yeah,
sometimes.
and I just liked being a little bit different than everybody else that was out there, or being able to be different than everybody else that was out there. So that's custom reticles were fun, especially the corny ones were pretty cool.
Like the mustache.
Yeah, which I don't know if they would do in a Modern Warfare game, but
They seem to be not going crazy with like cartoony stuff this year.
yeah,
Although again, that's another situation where we'll see. I mean, they say one thing, although well, some people have suggested that they won't be going cartoony. I highly doubt that'll happen.
we'll just have to
We'll
wait
be
and
out there
see.
with like bright glowing neon helmets and like a giant foam finger that we poke people with and they die.
That'd be nice, actually. You should submit that in.
Yeah, I would like the foam finger thing.
Yeah. All right. Now, actually, into our last topic of the evening. What is your dream game? Okay, it doesn't have to be apart from Call of Duty. What is a game that if it released had X, Y, and Z features and the game was about X? What would it be, and why? Or what is the basic thing you need in a game that could take your attention away from this yearly Call of Duty?
It, See, the thing is, like, I want to say that there is a game out there that will do that, but once again, I'm in that unhealthy relationship with Call of Duty where I just keep coming back, and I know better.
Mm,
Um, I think we'll have a similar answer here. Uh, that Harry Potter RPG
dude.
that needs to come out at some point ever. I
Hmm.
mean, like anything about it would be great to hear. Um, but yeah, that would get my attention. It only if it's like what was it, Elder Scrolls? What the Tamriel one, the one that was like massively online multiplayer as well.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Not Sky. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like the name.
Pretty good name, eh?
Um, yeah, I mean, inventive. Unlike Call of Duty, who just reuses the same name for 17 games.
True.
Um, so if it was that level of detail, but with Harry Potter universe, I would be in trouble. I would stop playing that.
Yeah.
As far as like an FPS type game, um, I just like the Call of Duty mechanics. It's just smooth. I can't think of anything that I would really. Uh, it would have to have like some kind of battle pass. It would have to be $60 and I get everything in the game. Which, by the way, I always pay the extra money, and it's awful. I always pay the extra, like $100 package for Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and I'm just like feeding Activision money. Uh, I don't know. I can't think of another like FPS type thing. Um, it would just need like a good ranking system. I enjoy competitive Call of Duty. I like watching it and I like playing it. So something with a good ranking system, um, uh, an esports scene would be nice. I don't know. I just think Call of Duty has kind of cornered the market for me on that. I don't enjoy Fortnite. Uh, I don't enjoy Halo. Um, CS:GO, the two times I've played it, I don't enjoy like playing it, but that's just because I'm new to PC. Really, I love watching it. Um, I'm trying to think of anything that would really take my attention, but that the Harry Potter MMO RPG would be about the only thing that I think would get me to stop playing Call of Duty all the time. Although TFT is trying.
That's true. TFT has gotten your attention for sure.
Yeah, I mention I mention it a lot, and he refuses to play it with me. But
I've
it's
played it
okay.
once.
Yeah, you played it once.
Yeah. Um,
It takes a little practice.
that's fair. Um, for me, definitely the Harry Potter RPG. Um, I've even said, I think on the podcast a couple times that if if it was to come out exclusively on PlayStation, I'd buy a PlayStation. So Harry Potter
Yeah, I
RPG
probably would too.
would definitely do it for me. But other than that, I would have to say like if we got a larger scale GTA type game,
Oh, GTA 6.
um, that was a little more of the role playing aspect and little less linear story, then I could hop on that. I really enjoy the idea of customizing a car. I really enjoy the idea of like having your own house, and I think and like a role playing game with that at the helm would just be amazing. You do whatever you want, round, roam around however you want, and don't have to do these like set up missions that just give you online experience and stuff, or go through the story.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I would enjoy like a GTA 6 style um, game. I don't think they're ever going to come out with GTA 6 considering they're milking GTA 5 for everything it's worth plus like extra billions.
Yeah.
Uh, I enjoy games like that on release though, because then you can do glitches and get some money and
Mm,
find like that is enjoyable to me. The GTA 5 money glitch era was one of my favorite times in video games, because every day you're looking up like a new money glitch to try out,
And most of
make
them
your
worked.
money, or yeah, and then they got patched.
Yeah.
Now none of them work, and I hate playing GTA because I have no money anymore.
You need
Spend it
money
all.
to have fun there. That is for sure.
Yep.
Unless you do violent things in there, then that's free.
Wow.
I mean, hey.
Do you need to see someone?
No.
Okay, I was just checking. That sounded a little sketchy.
I mean, yeah, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, guys, this has been the Cricket Party Side Quest, episode 5. And, it's a Call of Duty episode. So, for those of you interested, Call of Duty Modern Warfare comes out on Friday, October 25th, this upcoming Friday. It's going to be a big launch. Probably see some content here on the channel for that, which I'm really excited about.
It actually, this Call of Duty, and I'm serious, and I know I say this every year, from everything that they say, if it's accurate, looks good,
Yes.
but we'll see.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll check in with you guys again, maybe this upcoming weekend, maybe next weekend. We will see. But yeah, we're excited for Call of Duty. If you're excited for Call of Duty, let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to take some time right now and you're listening on Spotify or Apple or Google Podcasts, please rate the podcast. It helps us out a great deal. Helps us get more exposure. And yeah, just rate it. Let us know what you think. If you're on YouTube,
Can you rate a Spotify podcast?
you might not be able to rate on Spotify, but if you can, leave a rating.
Call up Spotify and tell them that you need more of this content injected directly into your veins.
Yes.
I don't know who you're going to tell that to. Just call the main number.
Spotify CEO. I'm sure he'll take your call.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, and if you're on YouTube, make sure you like the video and then leave a comment. Give us some feedback about the games. I know a lot of you guys, or a handful of you guys, do that on our videos. Let us know what you think. Replying to some of our topics in the podcast, and we really appreciate that. I go through the comments at least a couple times a week just to see what people have said. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, this video, this listening session, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye.